I'm Jorly. Welcome to our new series called The Fruit of the Spirit. We're so glad you're with us this week. In the series, we're learning all about how we can grow in the fruit of the Spirit as we grow in our relationship with Jesus. What's your favorite fruit? If you have one, shout it out. Wow, thank you for sharing. My favorite fruit are mangoes. Do you know what a mango is? They're delicious. But when we're talking about the fruit of the Spirit, we're not talking about actual physical fruit, like oranges or grapes, apples, watermelons, and other physical fruit. When we talk about the fruit of the Spirit, we're talking about a quality that grows in us over time. So just like how an apple takes time to grow in an apple tree, the different qualities and fruit of the Spirit takes time to grow in us as we practice and take opportunities to grow in those areas. When we follow Jesus, the Holy Spirit works to make us more like Jesus. Then we start having the fruit of the Spirit. It's things like love, joy, and peace, and so on. But before we keep learning about this week's fruit of the Spirit, do you know what's next? That's right. Let's warm up. Stand up, friends, and let's get ready.
Hello!
Hey, everybody. How are you guys doing? Oh, I didn't hear you guys. Awesome. So glad to hear. So what exercise are we going to do first?
I don't know. Maybe you should do it.
Oh, okay. Well, let's start with just a nice little arm stretch. Reach to the side.
Oh, other side?
Sure, it doesn't matter. And other side. And back again.
Feeling the burn.
Feels good. Always got to stretch before we jump into the cardio. What should we do next?
I think we should get some more ice cream. Right?
No, after. Ice cream comes after.
Okay. If you insist.
Oh, do you
Now.
mean the exercise where we get ice cream?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do that. Good idea.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Grab
the ice cream. Grab the bowl. Oh, now my hands are sticky again.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Oh, maybe we need to wash our hands. Let's do wash, and wash way up high. And way down low.
Some bubbles.
Bubbles everywhere. Okay, hands are clean. We're not sticky anymore. Now what do we do?
Don't forget the hand sanitizer.
Oh, Santa, yeah, gotta make sure. Nice and clean.
Need lots of it.
And what do we do next?
Let's do 10 jumping jacks.
10. Okay, here we go.
On your
1,
mark,
2,
get
3,
set,
go.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. Oh, you're so fast.
Phew, that was a good workout. Today we have Lucas and his daughter Paisley, who's going to lead us in a song of worship. So why don't you guys stand up and sing along?
Hi, I'm Lucas.
I'm Paisley, and we're gonna do an experiment before we do our next song.
That's right, we're gonna try an experiment right now, and our experiment has 2 items that we're gonna use. Our first item is here, it's brown. It can kind of move around. It makes my fingers a little not so great. Let's all say what we think this item is after I count to 3. 1, 2, 3.
Dirt.
It's dirt. That's right. And I've got a second item here. It's a little bit heavy. Is it soft or hard?
Hard.
It's hard. Okay, a little bit heavy. I'm gonna hold it up and it kind of makes a big sound when I hold it up. And let's say what we think this is after the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
A rock.
It's a rock. That's right. This is a rock. This is dirt. And now it's time for our science experiment. We're going to get a storm, and I'm representing the storm with this swishy glass of water here.
Put it in there.
And we're gonna put it on the dirt, and we're gonna see what happens to the dirt when we pour the storm on it. Here we go. Why don't you stir that up for me?
Yeah.
And while you're stirring that up, I'm gonna pour the storm onto the rock.
It's a rock.
All right, now we're going to take a look at what happened with our dirt and what happened to our rock. Here's our dirt. It looks pretty slimy. And Paisley, why don't you stick your hand in there?
It's wet.
I'll stick my hand in there too. Ew, I don't like that. What is this?
It would.
It's mud. It's become mud. And how about the rock here? Has the rock changed at all?
Eat water.
What is this?
Eat a rock.
It's still just a rock. We got mud and we have a rock. Just like how we wouldn't want to build our house on a pile of mud, we also don't want to build our life on a pile of mud. We want to build it on something strong and something firm. Because, well, a pile of mud looks like a lot of fun, but sometimes it can cause a few problems. Oops. Well, it's now time to sing A Solid Rock, but
Round like this.
maybe we should get cleaned up first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Lucas, and this is my daughter, Paisley. What time is it, Paisley?
Time for all the kids to stand up.
That's right, it's time for all the kids at home to stand up. We're gonna sing together now. We're gonna sing On Christ the Solid Rock I Stand. My hope. My hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly lean on Jesus' name. On Christ the solid rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. All other ground is sinking sand. When darkness veils his lovely face, I rest on his unchanging grace. In every high and stormy gale, my anchor holds within the veil. On Christ the solid rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. All other ground is sinking sand. We're gonna sing When He Shall Come with Trumpet Sound. When He shall come with trumpet sound, oh, may I then in Him be found, dressed in His righteousness alone, faultless to stand before the throne. On Christ the solid rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. All other ground is sinking sand. All other ground is sinking sand. Once more. All other ground is sinking sand.
Thank you so much, Paisley and Lucas. What a beautiful song. So our memory verse for the series is, but the Holy Spirit produces this kind of fruit in our lives: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Galatians 5:22. So today, our fruit of the Spirit is joy. Let's watch this Bible lesson about a person in the Bible who lived out one of the fruits of the Spirit.
Slapstick Theater. Paul and Silas. This is Paul, who told people about Jesus in lots of different places. One day, Paul was walking with his friend Silas.
Heyo.
They were being followed by a girl who was controlled by an evil spirit. Her owners used her to make money. After days and days of this happening, Paul got so annoyed that he turned around and told the evil spirit to leave her. So the girl was freed.
Woohoo!
But her owners got mad at Paul and Silas because they wouldn't make any money off of her anymore. And they had them thrown in jail. The jailer locked them up.
Oh, man.
Around midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing to God, and the other prisoners were listening. Suddenly, there was an earthquake, and the chains of all the prisoners fell off.
Oh, what just happened?
But Paul and Silas didn't leave, even though they could have. Several people decided to follow Jesus that night, including the jailer and his whole family. And the next morning, they were released from jail, and the city officials even apologized to them.
Sorry about that.
Paul and Silas encouraged the Christians in the town, and they continued on their mission to tell people about Jesus.
See ya.
What a great Bible story. Paul and Silas showed us how we can have joy even when we are feeling unhappy. Paul and Silas were treated horribly and were put in jail even though they didn't deserve to be. However, they chose to worship God despite all the bad things that were happening to them. What a great example of having joy. Well, that's it for us today. We have a new Fruit of the Spirit booklet for you. Go to cachurch.info to get your booklet today. See you next week. Bye!